Hi everyone, welcome to Rock Your Foundation. My name is Jody Stein. Come on in, say hello, and let's do some makeup. The sun is shining, but it's a little cold outside, but I decided to actually put real clothes on today because I do need to run a couple of errands, and I kind of wanted to see if my pants still fit me, and they do. I think I probably need to start wearing them every day just to make sure that it stays that way. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Ooh. I already did my skincare, and I'll show you guys the primer I used. I already have my primer on. I've let this sit for about 5 minutes just to make sure that it is dry on my face before I put any foundation on. This is the mattifying primer. Mattifying primer is magic in a tube, but you really want to make sure that your skin is super hydrated, because if not, I don't think you're going to get the same results if you have dry skin. If you have dry skin, that's okay, because then I have a hydrating primer for you. So if you're not sure what primer is going to work best for you, that's what I'm here for. Just message me and I'll ask you some questions and we'll just go from there, okay? So I'm going to spray this foundation on. And I did self-tan yesterday. So you can, if you're wondering why it's a little bit darker, it's just so it matches my neck and my chest and my arms. You always want to make sure you're matching those areas. All right, I'm just gonna bring this up. I don't think I'm gonna do another spray up on my forehead. There's enough product on this brush for the whole half of my face. All right. You guys can see the difference. So there's barefaced, and then there is the spray foundation. And you can see that now it matches, it's all evened out with my neck and my chest. So that is the goal. All right. I stipple it on. Make sure I'm pushing it into my skin. And then I start blending it out. Now, I personally have been playing around with that matte primer, and I have found the best way to do it is it comes in a pump applicator, so I pump just once, and then I will take it in my fingertips and I will just kind of press it into this area. That's where the pores on my skin are the largest, is in that area of my face, and I will just kind of blend it out. And then I'll bring it up onto my forehead, but I do not put it on my eyes. It is a little bit of a tacky texture, and so I don't want that. I don't want that on my eyelids for my eyeshadow. All right. I used a different shade today. I actually opened up a shade of Taffeta, and I usually, when I self-tan, I go to chiffon, but I really am liking the way this is matching my my jawline and my neck. Okay, that is done. Spray foundation is done. I do have some of these on hand. The lighter shades are out of stock until June. I am running to the post office today. If you need one, or if you want to get color matched, just let me know before I head out, and I will get it shipped out to you today. All right, so let's go in now and do some setting powder. I am going to, let's see, I'm going to use this brush here. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, so I dip the brush in. I'm going to tap off the excess. All right, and then we're just going to really focus on underneath my eyes because that's where I want to brighten up. But I don't want to use concealer today. No rhyme or reason. I just don't feel like doing the extra steps to that. So the setting powder will do that for me. It'll just lightly brighten up. If you're hopping on, let me know if you're a Survivor fan. We can talk about Survivor last night. It was really good. Adam at Tribal Council really made me laugh. Loved it. All right. Let's do some contour. I'm going to use the shade Chenille in my pressed powder. Only because the bronzers are they're out of stock. There is one shade available called Hermosa. That's the medium shade. But I'm not sure how long that's going to be available. So I want to give you guys a different option. And basically, this is like bronzing, but it's a matte. It's going to be a matte bronzer where our beachfront bronzers had a little bit of glow to them. And I have found that this works really, really well for contouring. So you can either use Chenille in the stick foundation, which would be more of a, this is a cream foundation, which also works. So you guys see the color difference there? And I'm just, this is what we're going to do to sculpt out some cheekbones. All right. Again, I'm not doing anything too wild and crazy. I actually really like Taffeta, that shade. All right. Do a little bit up here. I know my hair is coming down here, but we're still gonna just go all the way across. I'm thinking about coming live again tonight after supper and showing you guys my full skincare regimen. I've had a couple of people recently purchase their own Yoology line. And I really want to make sure you guys know the proper way to use things and the order that I use them. And I'm also going to show you guys a super hydrating trick that I've been doing as well. All right, we're just going to blend this out with a fluffy brush. So again, this is the pressed powder in the shade Chenille. That's what I use to contour, and this is going to be taking place of my beachfront bronzer. Next, we're going to do some blush. And I'm going to use this shade, I think. This one is called Seductive. It's a really pretty rose color. Just gives you a healthy glow to those cheeks. And I'm trying to, I think I'm going to do iridescent today because that's such a bright highlight. And on the tan skin, it's really going to pop. So I'm going to put these brushes away. I'm just going to actually use my blush brush that I just used. Look at that. So this is iridescent. If you really want your highlight to be popping, grab iridescent. If you want more of a natural glow, then I would recommend benevolent. Okay, let's move on to eyes. I'm going to fill in my brows. And here we go. So I have been using palette 1 for my eyebrows. I'm not sure if this is still available. I know it still was at the beginning of the month, but I know they were selling out quickly. And again, these are the eyeshadow palettes, so once they sell out, they are also going to be gone. And the reason for that is they are going to start releasing one palette every year. So palette 8 is already in the works, and I believe it'll be launching possibly in August. And then from there on out, once a year, they're going to release a palette. So they're going to keep up with the makeup trends and the colors that are popular. Have you ever heard of the Pantone colors? Just Google that, and that kind of gives you the colors that are popular for that year. But if you love palette 1 and it is sold out, don't panic, because I can definitely give you recommendations for the pressed shadows. That would be very similar to the colors in this palette. I see a few of you on here, but I don't see comments. So if you've commented, I don't see them. So it's not, I'm not ignoring you. I'm not seeing them. Okay. That looks so much better already. All right. We're going to move on to the other brow. I'm going to need to pull my hair back for this. Okay. Okay, now we're going to go in with my stick foundation in the color, let's see, I'm going to do Tulle. Scarlet is the lightest shade, and since my foundation is a little bit darker, I don't want to go super, super light, so I'm going to go Tulle, and that is one shade darker than Scarlet. And I'm going to put that on my cream shadow brush, and we're just going to carve these out, sharpen them up, clean up the edges. Take the end of this brush that I used for my setting powder, and we're just going to blend that out. Gives you an instant eye lift without needles. Okay, brows are done. I think I'm going to do a liquid eyeshadow today. And I want to use the color, I think I want to use the color Giggly, because I can use that on my lips as well. I need to find it here. Okay, here's Giggly. It's like a really pretty pink, but it has a little bit of a shimmer to it. It's super soft. Anybody can wear this color. I'm going to pop this on all over my lid. Grab my fluffy crease brush. I'm just going to blend this out. And I'm going to darken it up just a little bit. But I think I'm going to use that color on my lips today too. Okay. Very subtle. A very easy eye look that you could wear every single day. If you need to keep your makeup a little bit more conservative for your work, this would be it. Hi Amanda. You're the first person I've seen. I see people on, but you're the first name that I've seen pop up. How are you? I believe I might go live tonight on this in this page and do my skincare routine. All right. Now I'm going to go back in with this palette right here. And I'm going to grab one of the darker browns. And I'm just going to pop that on the outer corner of my eye and blend that up. And let's see, I'm going to use the color Forthright. That is the darkest shade. really want to make sure it's light. I would love to. I got this from my friend Jackie. I will tag her in the comments when I hop off of here, or in the description of my video. I should have done that before I hopped on, but I forgot. It's very spring-like. It was giving me all the spring vibes. Alright, I don't really like how that is looking. I think I'm going to go in with a different brush and just darken up that outer V a little bit. And then I might need to, here, let me do this. I am going to grab some setting powder. You know what, actually, not on my brush. I'm going to grab this right here, and we are going to so the eyeshadow doesn't come down any lower, just like that. Okay, we're gonna let that set, and then I'll dust it away. Alright, I'm going to go in with the fluffy crease brush because I really want to make sure that darker shade is packed on the outer corner, and I don't like the way it's looking with just that blending brush. So I'm going to tap and just darken that up. There. So it's usually about the brushes with your eye looks. If you're not getting your eye looks to look the way you want them to look, or if you're looking at my pictures and you're saying to yourself, my eyeshadow never turns out like that, it usually boils down to the brushes that you're using. Because you guys can see how much darker that looks just by switching that brush out. All right, then we're going to go in with the fluffy blending brush, and we'll blend that out. All right, I think that's good. Now we can brush away the setting powder. Back in with that highlight. I want to do something fun on my lower lash line. What do I want to do? I think I'm going to grab that blue. No, I think I'm going to grab the green. You know what? Nope, I changed my mind. I'm going to grab my green eyeshadow stick. And that's what we're going to use on my lower lash line. And I'm going to make sure that I blend it out with my crease brush. I need to find that. Okay, we'll blend it out with this brush. I can't find my crease. My small crease brush. All right. So we're going to pop this right here, just in that outer part. I'm going to take this brush and blend it out. And if you were lucky enough to grab these eyeshadow sticks on Black Friday throughout my Black Friday deals, you know how awesome they are. Unfortunately, you can't get them. They're not on my website. They were a Black Friday special. Which I like to just remind you, that's a perk of being a presenter. All right. Something happened here. There we go. Okay, that eye is done. So let's go back in with Iridescent. I'll pop that right in the inner corner of my eye. And I'm just going to use this. Oh wait, that's not Iridescent. Shoot. This is Iridescent. Really make that inner eye pop. Just like that. Right, we're going to do the magic of the lash primer and the 4D mascara. Amanda, if you're still on here, how is homeschooling going for you guys? Is your daughter still at St. Joe's? And are you guys, if she is, are you guys going back next year to the Montessori? I think it will be, I'm not sure. I mean, how this all plays out with this pandemic.
I'll send you the contact information for those folks that are doing that for behavioral health, and maybe this co-aligns with what you're trying to do with your folks.
All right. There is one coat of each. I like to do 2 coats, but I will do that when I hop off of here. It's challenging. Good. Well, today is their Friday since they get tomorrow and Monday off for Easter. Yeah, I imagine it is hard for those little ones to stay focused. It's hard for us to stay focused. Whoops. It's got a big blob there. That's okay. We're going to let it dry. And then it will easily remove with an eyebrow spoolie. So if you ever have that happen to you, don't try to remove the mascara right away. You're just going to end up smudging it more and making more of a mess. You want to let it dry, and then you'll just be able to flake it away with either a Q-tip, your fingertip, like your fingernail, or an eyebrow spoolie. All right, let's move on to lips. I can bring this down so I'm like crazy. We're a day behind because of homework. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it'll be okay. It's totally gonna be okay. I'm sure you're not the only one in that same situation. So who is her teacher, Mrs. Miller, this year for 3rd grade? All right, we're gonna do Prim. We're gonna do Prim eyeliner. We're gonna use it as a lip liner, and then I'm gonna take that same color that I used as an eyeshadow on the inner part of my eyes, and I'm gonna use that on my lips. I guess I need to sharpen this. Hang on a second. All right. Oh, 2nd grade. So what did they do for, what are they going to do for First Holy Communion? Will they have that this summer? Mrs. Brown, she's a great teacher. And she's a good person. So I think everything is going to be okay. When was the Holy Communion supposed to be? End of March. All right. I love Prim. I love it. All right, let's see if that's dry. And then we can, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to come in here and show you guys. See? It's magic. It just brushes away and you don't mess anything up. I use Prim, but it's an eyeliner. It's going to be under your eyeliners, not lip liners, but I only use it as a lip liner. all the time. And then I'm going to go in with Giggly liquid eyeshadow. So I'm using eye products for my lips today. But Giggly is this pink color right there on the inner part of my eyes. And so I just decided I'm going to do that on my lips too. Isn't that pretty? It's like a brown pink lip color then. The nice thing about these, and it looks like frosted, it's got like a frosty effect to it. And the nice thing about these liquid eyeshadows is once they set, they're literally budge proof. They're crease proof, budge proof, sweat proof, fool proof. Like you can't mess these up. This might be a little bit too frosty though. I feel like I'm back in the 1990s. Let me do something here. Let me, you know what? Let me grab my red velvet cake bonbon and we're going to put that on top. There we go. Love. Love, love, love. All right, you guys, that's my finished look for Thursday. If you have any questions about the products I use, let me know. The best way to do that is send me a private message. And if you would like a color match for the foundation, also let me know. And if you need anything shipped out to you, I might have it on hand, and I'm going to the post office in about an hour. So if you need anything, just let me know. Thanks for hopping on with me, Amanda. It was nice to visit with someone. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.